Welcome to DSF, and here again we are with an electric car. And when I say an electric car, not just any electric car, this is the e.MAS 5 from Proton. Now, what is interesting is e.MAS or e.MAS, which is a product of Proton and Geely, a collaboration, is a compact electric car. They call it a compact electric car. Now, I want to get this right, okay? It's a B segment size in a C segment space. This is what Proton is trying to tell people. Look at the space that is available inside. Now, from the outside, this car is about the same size as the previous Nissan Leaf and Renault Zoe. Now, why I'm mentioning these two electric cars? Because in the early days, these were the first electric cars to come in together with the BMW i3. So you had the i3, the Nissan Leaf, and the Renault Zoe. Early electric cars that came into Malaysia. Now they're already 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. They're still running. Do you know they're still running? And these are small cars with driving distance of 300 kilometers or below. So since this car was so-called unveiled and the booking started, there's been a lot of negative comments about the driving distance, because the driving distance of this car starts from 295 up to 395 because there's two variants. I'm giving you an average, okay? Not the exact figures from the manufacturer. We are giving you truthful figures which you'll get from this car if you buy it. So this is from 60,000 to 80,000 ringgit. So you get two variants. One will do about just below 300, one will do just below 400. Now, you're going to say, how far can I go with that? Now, can you imagine for the last 7, 8, 9 years, there are Malaysians using the Nissan Leaf, Renault Zoe, BMW i3 electric cars with the same or less driving distance, driving range. And they manage it because why? They use it as city commuter cars, driving around the city, to and fro work. If you're working as a government servant or you're working as a bank employee where you have to go to work and back every day, this is what you need. So think about it. At a price of 60 to 80,000 ringgit, you don't have to fuel up anymore. You don't have to worry about Budi 95. You don't have to worry about going to a petrol station. You just need to charge it maybe once, maybe twice a week. Into D, and here we go. We are test driving, just a short test drive of a car that doesn't need Budi 95. What is Budi 95? The RON 95 subsidy for Malaysians, for all Malaysians. RON 95 subsidy to fix the price at 1 ringgit 99 cents a litre. This car doesn't need Budi 95. Why? Because this is a full electric car from Proton. So if you're looking for a car that doesn't need fuel in terms of going and filling up, whether it's 95 or 97, you should consider an electric car. If you're considering a car that's going to be silent in its operation, smooth, easy to drive, light steering, able to take 5 people in reasonable comfort, air conditioning, big infotainment system screen to do all your functions, voice activation, this is the e.MAS 5. Now, the e.MAS 5 has been open for booking, just open for booking at an insane price. I'll say why insane, because price starts at 60,000 ringgit Malaysia. If you're a Malaysian living in Malaysia, or you're a Malaysian anywhere in the world, and you've understood car prices for the longest time, we've had third most expensive car prices in the world. Why? We got very high taxes. 60,000 ringgit for a full electric car. This makes it the cheapest, lowest price electric car on offer right now in Malaysia. And the price moves up to 80,000 because there'll be two variants, two specs. But of course, a lot of people will say, how far can you go with a 60,000 ringgit car? Not far, just under 300 kilometers. But that's great for city commuting. Maybe, you just get to work and back, weekend you charge, or maybe, twice a week you charge. But city commuting, without the worry of going and fueling up and thinking about whether, I have to show my IC to a foreigner or use it at a petrol pump or, start using a petrol pump. All that is put aside. This is the new way of owning a car in Malaysia for a new generation of Malaysians. So if you book this e.MAS 5 today, or e.MAS 5 today, for 99 ringgit, that's all the booking fee is. 99 ringgit, you'll receive a limited edition touch and go NFC card preloaded with 100 ringgit. And on top of that, you get a 500 ringgit rebate of the booking fee. Register your interest at the website. Book only at dealerships. Don't go to middlemen, don't go to agents online. Okay, now you must remember something. A lot of people will be saying, what kind of, handling do you have? Now we're going to take it for a short test drive after this, but I just want to share with you some interesting facts. It's got a 70-liter frunk, that's in front. It's got a 4.95 meter turning radius. It's got 32 storage compartments inside. We'll go through it afterwards. The floating touchscreen, the large floating touchscreen that also talks to you in Bahasa Malaysia and English, is 14.6 inches. It's running on Atlas Auto OS in 2 languages, Bahasa Malaysia and English, like I said. There's voice recognition, there's integrated live charging map. Now, the Proton e.MAS app for remote vehicle monitoring is also included. Now, like I said, this is a car co-developed with Geely, and it's China's best-selling car right now. Rain, sun, shine, whatever the weather, look how hot it is. We're still here to give you a rundown on the e.MAS 5. Why? Because this car is a hot topic right now. Everybody is talking about it. You know about the booking features, the booking offers that they're giving. You know about some of the technology inside the car. But what about the car itself? How does the car work? Multi-link rear suspension, a decent-sized rear boot, a nice evergreen shape. Why I say evergreen? Because why? This is the shape that you have with a lot of electric cars right now. Even electric cars costing 3, 4, 5 times more. I'm not going to mention the brands. You can think for yourself. This is a very, very generic shape. And one feature which I like a lot, physical door handles. Okay? So if you look inside the boot, look at the sheer size of this boot. And I like the fact that it's deep. So if you have grocery shoppings and you didn't bring any bags, you just want to unload your groceries into this, it works very well. Why? Because it's sunken. Underneath, of course, is your battery pack and everything else. So don't think you can put another hidden storage underneath. You might be able to fit a nice basket in here. Then you got split folding seats for added space. We'll go into the interior later and show you a bit about the interior. Meanwhile, this is how the e.MAS 5 looks from the rear. So as you can see, the e.MAS 5 or e.MAS 5 rides on very attractive 16-inch wheels. But is that what we are really concentrating on? No. What people want to know about electric cars is low running costs compared to a petrol-powered vehicle, or famously known as ICE vehicle. What is ICE? Internal combustion engine. Approximately 57% lower compared to an equivalent segment vehicle over 10-year span. So what we are trying to tell you is, if you own an electric car like the e.MAS 5 right now, based on its price, its features and everything else, your ownership cost is going to be 57% lower over a 10-year ownership. Now, whether you keep the car for 10 years, that's up to you. But this is what we are encouraging you to do. Because why? This car has got a solid warranty. Home charging convenience. First-time EV users can charge easily using integrated live charging map across multiple trusted networks. Do you know there are 3,500 points nationwide? Can you imagine that? In Malaysia now, we have 3,500 charging points for electric cars. So you don't have to worry. Yes, when you go outstation, you have to plan. But the navigation system will show you exactly where you should be going or can go to charge your vehicle when you need it. Now, there is also fast charging availability. You don't want to do it all the time, but you do have it, especially when you're going on long trips. 30% to 80% in just 21 minutes. Now, 21 minutes is not that long. You might say, okay, I'm looking at my watch right now, 21 minutes. But by the time you get to the charging point, you plug it in, you walk into the rest area or you walk into a restaurant nearby, whether you want to have a drink or just go to the bathroom or just, take a break. Because why? When you drive long distance, you need to take a break. Especially your family. If your family is with you, they need to take a break, stretch their legs a bit, stretch their arms a bit, and 21 minutes will go just like that, and you're ready to continue on your journey with the e.MAS 5. So we did tell you earlier how well thought out this interior is. Well thought out. Because why? Look at the door pocket. You got nice big door pocket for big bottles. You get in, flat floor, very important. Here you got space to put your stuff. Again here, this seat has been pushed back and still I can sit. You got a little space here. Door pocket, like I said. Let me get out. Easy to get out, look at that. I'm an old man, I don't want to bend so much. In front, door pocket, again, sensible size. You got a big space here. Now, come and have a look at this big space. This is great for women to put their handbags. This is something which is very important for female drivers, also some male drivers, because nowadays, some men are carrying handbags, or man bags as you call it. Now let's go to the other side. I like these door handles. And then you got, again, look at the man bag area. Okay? You got another storage area here. You got a deep storage area here. Cameraman, show them how deep that is. And then the glove box, also deep. Look at that. Right in my hand, also deep. So these are little important things that people look for when they start living with the car. And the e.MAS 5 has it all. Enough space, enough storage. Okay, that bright interior uplifts the expectation of the ownership to a premium level. Why premium? Because we have lived with dark interiors for such a long time. Now comes a car with a bright interior, a white interior, which shows it's gonna market. So we are inside this e.MAS 5. And I want to make note of something. Mr. Cameraman, look who's sitting at the back. We've got a celebrity in the back, and I got him to come into the car simply because of his sheer size. He's tall, he's white, and he's fat. No, well fed. Now, I wanted to show how easy it is to take a whole family out, or someone who's a bit well-fed inside this car, with me, who's also well-fed, driving the vehicle at the professional driving angle. Look at that. I've got myself at the professional driving angle, or the correct driving angle. And we're just taking it for a short drive. And what I must add is, as electric cars come into the market, the handling gets better. The early electric cars didn't handle very well. This one handles much better. You don't have that jarring ride and, noise feel when you get into this car. It corners nicely, brakes hold well. Okay, bump coming. Okay, took it nicely. Now, there's been a lot of talk about acceleration and braking. Sorry, guys. Now, I wanted to show that because a lot of people are saying this car doesn't accelerate well. Because in the brochure, it says 0 to 50 kilometers just below 4 seconds. So the total is probably 7.8, 7.9. That is not bad. Think about it. This is good enough. This is how a normal city car, whether it's petrol or electric, should be accelerating. You don't need supercar performance. If you're looking for supercar performance, go and buy a supercar. This is a city commuter car, and the harder you accelerate, the more battery you're going to use. So let's have some common sense a bit lah. You don't need to have that kind of power delivery. So maybe it was a smart move to highlight 0 to 50. See whether people online picked up on it, and they did. And the fact that they did is showing us that Malaysians are more worried or more concerned about acceleration power rather than battery use and driving distance. Some Malaysians are maybe. And that's the wrong thing to think about when you're buying or using an electric car. Look at that. Look at my power delivery. What is it lacking? What is it lacking? Okay, now I'm going to brake gradually. What is lacking? It's not lacking in anything at all. This is how a sensible electric car should be accelerating. And you want to keep that battery power going. So, think about it.